3 reasons traders now expect Bitcoin hitting $13,000 before new rally. Welcome back to CryptoWealthy channel, guys. In today's video, we do have some very interesting analysis and trade analysis to do because I did one trade against this article over here, and I'm going to show you reasons why I did so, because I promised on this channel we're going to do trades with my money, we're going to lose my money, and we're going to learn trading over here because we're going to do a technical analysis on those trades and also the trades on the Bitcoin itself, other coins and everything. So we're going to go right now through the price, what happened and what we should expect by my analysis and by some professional analysis of the traders, because my analysis and theirs analysis is not compatible right now. So we will see who is going to be right. And now let's dive right on into it. So let's check first what this article has to say, and we're going to switch to the charts because I truly believe, especially those who are watching this channel very often, thank you very much for that, for everything that you're giving to this channel, especially to those people. You're going to love what we have over here to do. So a few Bitcoin traders expect now a deeper correction, but data suggests that a relief rally towards $18,000 should not be ruled out. I think I'm on this side over here, but let's go through those 3 reasons very quickly. So if we switch down below over here, the price of Bitcoin has been consolidating above $17,000. That's this correction that we had. Now switching to the next over here, first reason, historical cycles hint at a deeper BTC correction. We need to learn something. Charts and the price actions could be similar, but they never repeat themselves. In Bitcoin cycle, only few times that happen, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen one more time. You need to remember that. So many price actions are very similar to each other, but they rarely repeat themselves. So in addition, some technical analysts are considering a worst case scenario where Bitcoin falls to the top of the August 2020 rally that would put the price of Bitcoin at around 12.5 approximately, let's say. And yeah, the one thing I need to tell you is possible. Of course, it's possible to go even to $3,000. It is possible, but is it likely? I'm not sure about that because I still don't see any evidences towards those levels. So over here, Altcoin Psycho, crypto Twitter is going to hate me for this. I have strong conviction we'll see $13,000 okay very soon probably. So this is the target that he marked on the chart, which is the wick of 12.5 approximately roughly, and area of 11,300. I could be wrong a little bit over here. So this is the previous 1 weekly chart over here. So if we go a little bit below, he said over here, my BTC outlook, first bearish below 70,500 area, bullish if we break 17,500, in which case buy dips, and third 18.7k area equal only big resistance before 80h if maybe. Could see 11 or 13,000. Now this if maybe is of course the deal breaker for me. Wouldn't hold net short past 14.5k. So over here we have the Fibonacci sequence as a second reason. As Cointelegraph previously reported, traders are pinpointing the 0.618 level using the Fibonacci sequence as a potential area of interest for buyers, and the Fibonacci sequence encompassing Bitcoin's entire rally until 19,400 puts the 0.618 level at around 13.5. Under the sequence. 0.618 is considered a pivotal level for a potential trend reversal. So jumping very quickly on the chart over here, you can see that this is the level that they are talking about, and that's the number that they are discussing about. So if we zoom in a little bit, this is those pivots over here that we have, and $14,000 that we broke in the previous weeks or so. So I truly doubt that we are going to come back to those levels to retest them, because there are some multiple reasons not to do such a thing. I do believe that we already did our dip, we already did our correction. I'm going to show you some very sense charts over here so you can see and believe by yourself. Now let's get back on the third reason to see what they do have to say over here. The future market's open interest remains high. When the open interest of the Bitcoin future markets remains above 1 billion, the price of BTC tends to drop. Okay, this could be one of the reasons, but also I could say opposite, because we do have halving hits the road, where we do have a little bit less Bitcoin, or let's say 50% less in circulation. And things to be even better, we do have institutional investors who are constantly buying the Bitcoin. So this is one of the reasons why I truly doubt that we are going to go so low. We may go to those levels or a little bit lower than these levels that we are on, but truly doubt it. Earlier today, Cointelegraph reported that throughout BTC history, its price often corrected when the future market saw a heightened level of trading activity. So as we can see, exchange BTC future open interest, we reached 1 billion. Now we need to see if we're going to drop in the next days. But let's jump into our technical analysis, and I'm about to show you what I think of the Bitcoin price and the whole crypto market in general, and actually what I did in the trade and why I did the trade and what should we expect from it. Of course, in this article we do have bullish counter arguments also, but we're going to give you mine first, so we're not going to go through that and waste our time. So we need to remove this first so you can see everything very well. So we are on the Coinbase chart and on the weekly chart, and as you can see, we do have one very good big candle, especially with those long wicks over here from the both sides, which means that we do have some volatility, retested almost $20,000, rejected, and right now we are consolidating somewhere approximately on those levels. Now, of course, there are some arguments to discuss about 20 weekly exponential moving average for retesting 20 exponential moving average on the weekly chart over here, and that could pretty much set us up for the $14,000, $13,000, $12,000, depends where the line will be in that time. But also you need to remember, if we go back a little bit over here in 2017, you can see how parabolic Bitcoin went from this 20 exponential moving average, and most importantly how long it stayed from retesting 20 exponential moving average. Even this I wouldn't count as a retest, so it's pretty much a long period of time. So this is arguable for the opposite side, you know. Now the interesting part is actually laying down on daily chart and on the 4-hourly chart. Yes, you heard me well, because the trade was based on the daily and the hourly chart, and I'm about to show you some incredible stuff. I do read Japanese Candlestick Patterns book right now, and I can tell you some things in that book are amazing, and I love that book, and the things that I'm reading there are just common things that we are seeing right now over here on the chart. If we go back in history in 2017 over here, the thing that you can notice over here on the chart is the 20 exponential daily moving average, where the Bitcoin is constantly retouching it, climbing to the upside, which is perfectly good way to recognize the bull market in the Bitcoin, or the at least upper trend, right? So as we can see over here, the same thing is happening, and we are jumping all over again at the same time. And as you can see, we are right now re-jumping from the 20 exponential moving average, and the things to be even better, we are bouncing back with this candle, and I think we are in profits just at this very moment. I need to check the trade, and I'm going to show you actually on the Bybit chart what I did there. As I read that book about candlestick patterns, the things that you need to understand is to read those candles, and they can tell you much more that you can even imagine. The wicks, and actually pattern that you're seeing over here is the doji star pattern, reversal pattern from the bottom to the top. You know, these kind of patterns are actually reversal points of some sort of a trend. So over here we did have some sort of correction trend to the 20 exponential moving average, and by today's candle, if we manage to somehow close this candle at least on those levels over here that we are seeing, then we could say that we are reversing to the upside. So now I'm going to explain you right now how this pattern is formed, and it's formed and made from one big bearish candle at the first, then you have the doji candle. Now this doji candle over here should be actually very rare candle, and also the thing that we need to mention about this doji candle, it is good actually to be below both of these candles, which means that we should have some sort of a gap, but as we know that the Bitcoin does not have the gaps because of the non-stop trading, then this is pretty much valid pattern. The next candle of this doji pattern should not break this low over here, and as we can see, we actually managed to do so and bounce from 20 exponential moving average and broke the highs of this doji candle. Now what Bitcoin must do in this price in the next few hours or so, as we can see 7.5 hours, we need to stay on approximately those levels. There is a big probability that we are going to see a reversal in this trend that we had, this dump, or let's say correction, healthy correction by me, and we did one trade. So I'm about to show you how and where. So as we can see over here, this is the Bitcoin by bit chart, BTC USD, and as we can see, we are in kind of a profits over here. I did open the position after seeing the open of this candle. This shouldn't be such a great thing to do, especially on the leverage. I put 10 leverage X over here, ladies and gentlemen, but nevertheless, this for now is going pretty well. I had to do so because the risk reward ratio, I didn't like it so much. I'm going to most probably lift the stop losses to the upside because I didn't want volatility to destroy my open position. We should learn from the past that we did, you know, those 2% stop loss are great, but especially are great if you get away from the entry point and not put it immediately. Put a little bit wider stop on the beginning until the price starts developing a little bit, then you can lift it to those levels. As we can see over here, it did pretty well. So right now what we are expecting is continuously bouncing from 20 exponential moving average and surging to the upside to the levels that we need to break, which is right now on $18,500 approximately, and the next one is on $20,000. Now the thing that I'm worried a little bit over here is the tunnel that we were over here, very legit tunnel where the Bitcoin consolidate pretty long. We can even put on the 4-hourly chart so you can see how beautiful this channel is. And as you can see, it seems like the Bitcoin didn't manage to even do one of the retests on this channel, on this level of support, or in this case scenario level of resistance. So right now I'm a bit of a scared that we're going to see a round retest and we're not going to succeed it. And one of the reasons for that is because the same resistance over here, as you can see, this blue line is consolidating somewhere approximately $18,500 right now because the price is on those levels. So if the price comes back to return and retest those two levels, could be rejected, and one of the reasons for that is because of the multiple resistances or supports. And we discussed on this channel that whenever you have the multiple supports or resistance, you know, moving averages, trend lines, some special levels that are matching up at the same time, those levels could be significant. So this is something that we're going to over here observe, and I may actually lift the stop losses to the zero. So whatever happens. If we get stopped, we're going to get stopped in zero. If we shoot right through it, then we're going to be in insane plus. We put the leverage 10 over here, so we're going to see how this trade will develop. We're going to do analysis in the next videos so you can learn what could potentially happen. This is the stuff that I want to do on this channel also, so you can learn in details what could happen with the trade. I put one of the open position on the Binance for the Link USDT again, but I put it a little bit above this level over here so we can be sure that we're going to surge to the upside. So the position will be open for the next video if we break this resistance over here, especially if the Bitcoin continue to do the things that it's doing right now. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you like this sort of a content. And in the next video, we're going to go through the Link trade also, and we're going to see how to manage the trade during its development, right? So I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I think I gave you a pretty good reason over here. We do have pattern for reversal that is forming right now. We may also decline from this level, but we're going to cover this in the next video. Make sure to observe it. But so far so good. We are making some good progress from this bounce on the daily chart, and yeah, so far so good. We do have also these long wicks over here which are indicating us that the bears lost control on this drop. So right now the bulls are in control just this very moment. So we're going to see how this will develop in the next days. Also, you can see the RSI is in cool down zone, which is pretty bullish over here. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button if you like this sort of content, to follow this development over here we are seeing. And I want to thank each last one of you for watching our videos. Till the next episode, happy trading and bye.